And through that.
Cheers, the MC
Cheers.
podcast.
Yay! Here we go.
Yeah, man.
Chigali episode 2, man. We're back here again, doing another pre-game boy session. We're at the Maracay residence, right?
Yeah.
Is it Maracay? Maracay?
I like it.
Maracay.
Something, yeah.
Something like that. So I'm here with my boy Ivan. He came from straight from the UG.
Yeah, man.
Coming to Chigali, checking it out. Got my brother Moses here. You know what I mean? We're doing our thing. So how are you guys feeling? Other than that, it's Friday night. How are you guys feeling?
Friday night, we just kicked in right now. You know, we're just starting and we don't know where we're heading.
You don't know where we're heading.
We don't know how the night will be.
We don't know how.
Are we heading somewhere after here?
Yeah,
I
we're definitely heading something after here. That is the plan, but you know, we just want to vibe. You know, we just played. You know, I introduced an American game, beer pong. How did you guys feel about playing beer pong?
That shit is fucking interesting. But at the end of the day, when the thing is raining like one cup,
Yeah, that's the
that
real
shit
game.
is the real. That's the real game where it is right now. You know what I mean?
But I think
But-
I need to try that at home. When I go back, I really love the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
When
let
I
me
go
ask
back to
this.
Kampala, I want to try that.
Yeah, bring it to Kampala. We're bringing
Yeah, man,
beer pong
sure.
to
So let me ask
Kampala.
this.
Let's go.
This shit like is usually played in the US.
Yeah, we play. And people take it serious, like
Like,
super.
even
serious.
the old people.
Old people, they take, bro, like there's bars that you go to that they play beer pong all the time. The people just go to the bar, get a couple beers, and there's a corner where they just play beer pong. That's it.
Wow.
And you come with your team. Like usually, what's cool is like you come with whoever's your partner, you guys come in a costume. Some people come in basketball, like
Ah,
Steph
you
Curry.
fucking
Yeah.
serious?
People take it that serious. Yes.
So that means they take it to like NFL,
Yes,
basketball,
like
all that shit.
super serious. Yes, people take that game. I've seen people fight over beer pong. Like it can get intense, right?
Wow.
But it's a fun game. It's a fun game. I've played it ever since I was in high school. You know, you have like 4 or 5 games going on at the same time. You know, and again, once you guys play yourselves, you can create your own what's called the house rules. So what I was doing there was create like there's foundational rules, but you can also customize your rules.
Yeah.
Some people don't like playing, like I implemented the air ball, the air ball.
Yeah.
Some people don't like playing the air ball because it's harder a little bit. I like playing the air ball because you have to concentrate to hit it in the cup instead of trying to throw it over and then someone catches it and then they lose a cup, right? So some people would have wanted to, and usually they put the beer in the cup. So it's like usually it's in the cup. So when you're removing the cup, you're actually drinking it and putting it to the side.
Yeah.
That's really how you play, right? So, you know, it's fun. We played with water cups, you know what I mean? I wanted y'all to get the hang of it, but you guys started getting the hang of it. They started getting the hang of it, but I was getting the hang of it. Moses was getting the hang of
Yeah.
it. So I'm glad that you guys like the game, though.
So let me ask Ivan. You came from Uganda, man. You know what I mean? So how's UG, man? How's life there?
How's UG? Tell us.
All is well in Uganda. You need to come.
But we have seen some changes that are going on, man. You're doing this channel cleaning thing. Like, how's it handled there?
So far, so good. We are really happy.
Yeah.
At least now we also have, how do you call it here?
The cleaning,
the community work, Muganda.
The Muganda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are happy that we have that in UG also.
But are you seeing, is it going to be constant or it's people like, we starting
It's
this
gonna
shit
be
and it's-
constant.
It's good because
according to the government,
according to
what they're
that.
saying.
Even though that the government is enforcing it, are the people actually embracing it? Are they actually wanting to clean Uganda, or are they just like, man, fuck this shit. Don't bring the Rwandan shit fucking to Uganda? Is it?
That's what I
No,
want.
we
Yeah,
do
I
really,
know.
really want.
Okay, that's
we
cool.
do really want.
Okay.
We are really, really happy.
Okay.
Yeah, for that.
That shit is there in the States?
No, there's no like, you see the thing about the States, it's not like so community oriented. I can't even lie to you. Bro.
Yeah.
Everybody in the States is for themselves. Like you worried about what you have. You're not worried about what anybody else has. They try to be like, we have like holidays that try to bring the community together, like, Thanksgiving and, Christmas and all those kind of things that bring community together, or like sports. what kind of brings community together. When people watch Steph Curry play basketball or football games or baseball games. I would say those things are what brings the community together. Or like, unfortunately, sometimes on events, like when I think the last time everybody kind of America got together was COVID. You know, during COVID, everybody kind of wanted to, you know, the whole Black Lives Matter thing kind of started at that time, right? So that's kind of what. So it's usually either some tragic situation happens that brings community together, or there's like an event that's happening that brings, but nothing like you know, at the end of the month everybody get together and clean. No, there's nothing like that.
So let me go back to Ivan. You know, you told me that you're a leader in Uganda, right? You're a counselor, and you guys, you want to bring this change in Uganda, and you went to opposition that is trying to bring change in Uganda. But you think that you're gonna make it, or do you see that where Uganda is moving forward, is it working? You know what I mean?
I wouldn't want to talk about politics.
No. We don't want to talk about politics. I guess
just give your opinion.
Trust me. We'll gauge it. We don't want but just talk about like just the improvement, where we see the improvement,
where we are right now.
You know what I mean? Because let me even talk as me. Like I also want to see improve, because you know, for me as an American, and my blood is Uganda. Like it is. Like, I'm not Rwandan at all, right? But I do want to see improvement in Uganda for me to even put my foot there even more, because that's where my ancestry is. I can't deny it. For me, I can't deny it.
Where you're from.
And that's where I am. I can't deny it, right? So I can say, oh yeah, I love being in Rwanda more. I love being in the US more. But my genetics is Uganda. There's no manipulation with that, right? So I guess with that being said, what can you tell somebody that, like me, that has not really, that needs to explore Uganda because that's his heritage? What could make me more comfortable on going back to Uganda and embracing my heritage? What would you say to that?
I think I saw on CNN when Trump was saying that he's coming for the fourth term. Okay. Do you think that thing's gonna happen in the sense? Because you guys do promote democracy, right?
No, what did he say?
We do. He wants to come back.
He wants to come back again?
He does. Let me break that down. Let me break that down. So technically he can't come for a term. But what he wants to do is have somebody that's representing the Republican Party, right? And he can come in as a vice president, right? Technically, he could come in as a vice president. So then if that guy wins, right, then whatever, he can manipulate the system like that by him coming in for a fourth term, because he's a vice president, and now he can either he's in the background, or maybe that guy, something happens to that guy. Maybe he gets sick. Maybe he wants to step down. Maybe he gets killed. Then he could become president again.
When Trump is a vice president.
No, but technically it would be a third term, because he done 2 terms.
And he lost one.
Yeah, but he's this is his second term. You can only, as a president, you can only do 2.
Yeah.
So if he was to do a third term, that would be the loophole, because essentially there's no limit on you becoming a vice president. So if you already served 2 terms, right, and then now you want to do a third term, maybe you go to the Republican Party, and now it's like, hey, I want to represent you as a vice president and then win the presidency that way. Now you'll be a vice president to that guy that won, right? And then that's how he can.
But can they allow to play that game? That's what the question I'm asking.
Technically, he can.
He can.
He can technically. Technically, he can. You can't.
But it's not democracy.
I wouldn't call it democracy, but that's just a loophole. It's just a loophole that he's playing in the system. And that's the thing. A lot of things in America, you know, America is so good at playing it like it's democracy, right? But it's not. I personally don't think it's not, right? They manipulate the system, right? The people that run the U.S. are the people that run the Fortune 500 companies, right? BlackRock, go look them up. State Street. These guys are the richest guys in the country. These guys are the ones that appoint who's going to be the next president. These guys are the ones that are moving the pieces.
Yeah.
Right? Trump is just
A picture.
Trump reports to people. He's reporting to people. It's not like he has a job to do to people that he has to report to.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just, oh, I'm the king, I get to do what I want.
Yeah.
You know, like, see, at least I know it's ignorant more like how politics works in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's pretty much in your face. You know exactly what's going on, right? Right. And America, they know how to hide it nicely, but it's still just as corrupt. It is.
But again, why
it is just as corrupt
my
as
question,
any country.
My question still like beats my mind. Why is he still like bringing this kind of like he's trying to act like, you know, he recently came out that he wants his signature to be on the dollar. You know what I mean?
He's just boasting his ego.
They're also trying
He's
to
boasting his
name
ego.
for the government.
He's boasting his ego. Just like Museveni once showed everybody that he could do push-ups. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I feel like it's all corruption, but it's how you disguise it and how you package it to the people. That's how I look at it, right? You know, like when we vote, I don't know if you know how the voting system works in the States, right? It's not straightforward. It goes by the electoral college. And I don't want to go too much into that, but basically it's not, the majority votes wins. Mm-hmm. That's not how it works.
Like in Africa.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. Mm-hmm. So that's another way, the voting system in America is kind of manipulated to where, because you essentially can have the majority of votes, but that doesn't mean that you win. So that's really the tricky thing. So, of course, like you're shamed in America if you don't vote, right? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I voted, yes, I voted for Obama, right? I was happy, oh yeah, Obama won. But did he really do a lot for black people in America? No. He didn't. He really didn't. When we look at his record, right? African man, Kenyan, we thought, he even came to my university, did his debates when he was pleading his case on why I should be president of the United States, right? So when all that happened, everybody was happy. When he won, oh my God, it was amazing. It was amazing. Even white people were even like, right? But now when we look back at the history, what did he do? To be honest, he helped gays more than he helped black people. That's really, he really helped the gays. I'm not even trying to say that I hate gay people, nothing, whatever. I know in America you can't even shame them. But that was the reality, bro. That was the reality. So that's what I'm saying. America, they just know how to disguise the corruption better. That's all. That's all. But there is once I started studying more of the African politics and stuff like that, I started saying there's no fucking difference, bro. Yeah. It's just the same. You get to see no difference, bro. It's just you see with Africa, it's at least in your face.
Exactly.
At least I know, like,
they don't hide.
Yeah, no, there's no hiding. It's like, damn, this is what it is. But okay. But in America, it's so much manipulation. It's so much propaganda with especially what you watch on the news, right? If you're a person that watches Fox, that's more the Republican conservative. If you watch NBC, that's more Democratic and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's like, so it gets convoluted a lot with how you view things on the media, right? So that's my perspective. Okay.
So let me go to Ivan. You've seen this war that is happening between Iran and Israel and US. So to you, what's your intake on that? Was that war necessary or it wasn't necessary?
It wasn't necessary to me. It wasn't.
Yeah.
I think the better way is to sit down,
sit down
and talk as one, because we are all the same, whether you're black or white.
Yeah, no, true.
Because gas prices are on.
I wouldn't wish people to fight.
No, yeah.
To strike on the roads.
Yeah,
I would wish people to sit down, and talk as one. To me, that is my opinion. I don't know. Do you agree with me?
No, I agree. I agree that people can say that.
Because you can't just tell them that you're gonna attack someone because he said that you guys here. Why don't you, like US got nuclear bombs?
Yeah, no, they do.
Israel got the same, but you're attacking Iran because that it got. Why can't you let Iran also have the same thing?
I get it. I mean, Iran's always been like a rebel in general.
No, how? It
And
didn't
they've
attack
been,
anyone.
no, they didn't. I'm just saying they've always been a rebel to the in the U.S. eyes. That's basically what I'm saying.
I can agree with that.
So that's where okay, kind of side topic. Okay, I want to talk about more Africa.
I mean, just where the problem is.
Go ahead.
People don't really consider the people that who are dying every day.
Yeah, they're not.
For them, all they mind about is to show I'm the big, I'm the in charge, but they don't really mind about the people that are dying every day in those wars.
Right.
I think they need to think about them, you know?
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Okay, go on.
Like, I kind of want to go with like kind of what Gaddafi was trying to do.
What
did you guys think about him making a whole centralized Africa, like
becoming united?
Yes, like Africa becoming one. There'll be one currency. It'd be one leader that controls the whole continent. Like now, before let me keep talking. Like, and because Africa has all the resources.
Yeah,
Africa has it literally has everything.
Even smart people.
No, smart people too. We have the people, we have the resources, they have the diamonds, they have the gold, they have the oil, they have everything. Africa can be self-serving. Every other continent has to come to Africa. They do. So if Africa was able to control it on their own and they had their own currency, they would be the number one place.
Yeah.
Why don't you think that could happen? I know Gaddafi was pushing for that.
Yeah.
And I honestly thought it was incredible, to be honest with you. As an American, just looking at it and seeing it, what do you guys think if Africa was a one, like they were all states, Uganda's a state, Rwanda's a state, Nigeria, but you guys came as one people, one. This is an African nation, and it came one. You guys have one currency, because if that was the case, you would have the dollar would be out.
Yeah,
the dollar would be out completely. It would be out completely. It would be done. It'd be done. It'd be one African currency, and everybody would have to respect that.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think about that concept? Did you like the concept? Could it have been realistic? What do you think?
I think that was a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me.
Yeah, but yeah, okay.
Because I'm a Ugandan, and apart from being a Ugandan, I'm an African man, and I'm proud of being an African.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would definitely wish if we can be one, you know.
Right.
I don't need a visa to go to Nigeria.
Yeah, you wouldn't need. It's a state just like America.
Or
you'd be going. Yeah.
Where? Anywhere in
Africa.
I would really love that.
Yeah, you can go anywhere in Africa. It'd be one thing. It'd be the United States of Africa. Like literally, like you go anywhere, and then you'd have one currency.
I was very okay with it.
Yeah, I think it's incredible.
I was surprised that our own is the one who destroy everything.
Right.
But Barack Obama, right?
Yeah, Barack Obama. Yeah.
I felt so bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he's a black man, right?
Yeah, he is. What do you think?
For me, on my side,
what do you think about
that? Could be the best idea, even if it's not possible. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like in Africa, we don't look at our neighbors. Like when it comes to power, everyone wants to be in power. So for me, it could have been the best idea, because imagine uniting, being like one, and fighting each other no matter what from the external forces that are coming in. You know, we join together as Africans. Even me, being a Ugandan and being an African, I could love my brother also from Sudan, That's how I ask myself, why are these Sudanese fighting? For what reason?
Right.
We are brothers. Why are you fighting, killing each other? For what reason? You want the power? If we unite, we become one. Yeah. We speak one language. We understand the same education. We do the same business. We know. I think that's why these foreigners are still loading us, because we have Africa. We are diverted from each other.
Right.
That's why I felt so bad when I saw South Africans fighting their own people.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you are all one.
Bank of Africa was Obama. So it was Gaddafi. And we could get, you know what I mean? Like we could get, it was a bank for the whole of Africa.
No,
where is it now? You know how many mosques Gaddafi built in Uganda? You know how many business that guy was doing in Uganda? So for me, I think that was the best move. But once these external forces had that, they had to take him out.
Yeah.
And the brothers, instead of supporting him, they leaned back and they were like, nah.
Yeah, he's playing with.
So that's a problem with us. But for me, I could support that.
You can support it
100% without even saying shit.
No,
you see, guys, America was different country.
It's all divided. Yeah.
But once you guys came and said United States of America, this is what they call the superpower.
Yeah. Right.
So if Africa also we came together, we could be the superpower of Africa.
100%.
And no one could just be opening their mouth about Africa.
It would be crazy. Yeah. It'd be crazy if there was a United States of Africa.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because it would wipe out. That's the thing. It would eliminate. It would wipe out the dollar. Like the dollar would be. Even I'm saying, the dollar would be obsolete at that point.
Even not about the currency. Because what we're saying about South Africa.
No, because I was only saying because everything is here. The resources are here. Yeah. The gold is here. The diamonds are here. The oil is here. Everything's here. So if you could, the people are here. So you control. Imagine if Africa kept it in house, and then they're the ones that are exporting out.
Exactly.
They're exporting out.
We could be fucking
rich. It would be insane.
Yeah.
It would control it. You guys, they would literally control the world. So that it's like, I don't know, why don't you think the leaders could come together and think like that?
Leaders are hungry.
But they would still, that's the thing.
Bro,
listen to me. Nobody, okay, I'll let you talk and then I'll talk.
Listen to me. We have good leaders in Africa, but also we have bad leaders in Africa. You get my point?
Okay.
So if those bad, for example, you're willing to give me your thing, he's not willing to give me his thing. You get my point?
Okay.
I bring this idea, you don't willing to take it, he's willing to take it. So we're not gonna do it because you're out. You get my point?
Right.
So I think we just need to sit down and we think like this young generation that is coming, maybe the future of Africa.
Yeah.
It's just it's us to come up and we say, okay, let's do this, because our brand is they fought, they did whatever they did, but it's now time because we are educated.
Right.
You know what I mean? We are educated, we are smart. It's not like back days where our leaders didn't go to school.
Right.
And the leaders of back then, that's the one who are still in power.
Right.
But once they go, that means we are young who are already here. We have seen.
Right.
So it's gonna take us a long time, but without, like, if we don't come together on the table and become one, it's gonna be hard for us. That's the same thing that you're saying. The same thing that we're saying South Africa. How are you fighting a Ugandan because he's doing business in your country? How are you fighting a Sudanese because he's doing a business in your country and you can't fucking do it?
South Africa, you know that.
You know what I mean?
The whites are safe. The Muzungus are safe.
And the Muzungus are safe. Imagine South Africa. They call themselves North Africa, but you're saying it's South Africa. You're an African map. And you're fighting your brothers and sisters because they came to do the work that you can't do. That they're taking out your jobs. What kind of jobs are they taking out?
Interesting.
You know what I mean? So that's why that Africa, we need to just look at ourselves and see our problem. If we can't fucking see our problem, then there's no Africa gonna remain this. And that's how they come, they get our resources and they become rich. And they give us a penny. That's why in Uganda, you don't take raw materials out. Now if you want to do your business, you come open up your industry.
Yeah.
You understand? This is how I plant coffee plantation. I sell the beans.
Okay.
Then it goes out. If I sell it to at maybe maybe $2, someone's gonna get $20 when it reaches out.
Okay.
You get, but if that person bring that factory in Uganda, and he process that, that means the Ugandans are gonna get jobs, and also the country is gonna gain the revenue. You get, so that's why for me I don't look at this thing that Africa. We just need to look at let's not always focus on the external forces. Let's focus the internal forces, and we see how we can develop ourselves, and we'll be one.
No, I agree.
For me, that's my opinion.
I think what we need is, I think, new mindset of leaders. That's all we need in Africa.
Right.
To change Africa. That's all we need.
The new mindset of leaders. Why do you think that? Okay, why do you think like it's like these, even the leaders that are there? I don't even want to say any names, but just the leaders that have been there a little bit too long, that are manipulating the system. They've made their money. They've taken care of their families. They've taken care of their clans. They've done their part. How come they don't be like, you know what? My stomach is full. I want to be able to just leave and let the next person come, right? Because let's talk, before I'll let you, right? Even in the United States, right? When it first started, it was all rebels. It was all people trying to figure out. They were trying to create the government too. When George Washington became the first president of the United States, he made his money. He did. But he said, you know, these guys, motherfuckers, they had slaves. They had people working for them for free. Think about that. They had slaves, right? So even a guy like George Washington still said, you know what? I've done my term. I'm going to step back. I'm going to because I'm thinking about the bigger picture of this country. I'm thinking about the bigger picture of this country. And I'm going to step back and let somebody else come in and because the foundation, the Constitution's already set. The forefathers of the U.S., they all sat in a circle and they wrote the rules down. And that's one thing, I'm not going to lie. That's one thing about white people that are good. You don't have to like me. I don't have to fucking like you. Yeah. I don't have to like you. But we can still do business. We can still negotiate.
That's what Jay is doing.
We can still negotiate. We can still break bread.
Yeah.
But I can go home and say, yo, fuck Moses. I don't even like him. But at least we can be cordial when I sit down and do deals with you. Right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to get personal, but we can keep it business. Why do you think, like, with the leaders in Africa, why can't you think there can be some common understanding to where, like, you know what? I've done my share. Let me step down. Let the next generation. These younger kids that are coming up, right? I think the average age for Ugandan, it's like 25, something like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why can't someone be like, you know what? These kids are young and they're growing at a population that I can say whatever they want. They're not gonna listen to me. Let me have somebody else come in and be the new face. And I step back. I've enjoyed. Let me take care of my family and let me live my life. How come and that's not, I'm not even talking just for Uganda. I'm talking about, I'm talking about in Africa in general. How come that process doesn't ever sink in for African leaders? Why do you think that doesn't happen? What do you think?
For me, I can't say a lot on that. It's just that different people took power through different ways, through different processes, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And the others, so some African leaders, that's what I'm saying, that good African leaders were seeing where they want Africa to be, mm-hmm. like the late Gaddafi.
Yeah.
That he was in power for a long time.
Yeah,
but he had a vision for Africa.
Yeah, he did.
So no matter how the change you want, but as long as you bring someone who doesn't have that heart for Africa, it's the same thing. So it's all about, like, I've done enough, but the question is, who is replacing me in this seat? Who's gonna take over from here? Does he got the love for Africa, or again I'm gonna get another person who's like me? So for me, it's not about, that's the same thing. It's not about the change, but the question is, how are we changing? Does the person that new face we want to see, does he got the love for Africa? Does he got the love for his continent? Does he got the love for his country? Does he got the love for the people? For me, yes, someone can be there long for in power, but he's doing what is good. Like Gaddafi, as we said, the late Gaddafi, he wanted Africa to be one.
Yeah, I thought that.
But even the young, by that time, the presidents who are young by that time, they were like, no. When he was fighting, he fought alone. He stood alone in the battlefield. No one came for that. So what's the point of me seeking for change? Even the people I'm seeking for change, they can't do anything. They just come for their stomach and their family. So I rather deal with the devil I know, other than dealing with the devil I don't know. That's my opinion.
That's fair.
You know?
I've been designing.
Well, on my side, I don't think they love where they come from. Those leaders.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
All they want is money.
Right.
Yeah, because you see, let me give you an example. In Uganda, the leaders we have, most of them, their children, they are abroad. They're not in Uganda.
Right.
Some they're in Canada, some they're in US, some they're in UK. And if you are really, really a good leader, why would you take your family out of the country? Yet you've come to change the country.
Right.
But you are sending out your family members, your children, your wife out of the country.
Interesting. That's
to get the best education.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get it.
I think all we need to do is to get the leaders that love their country.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if it is right, but getting these members of parliament, leaders, the president, the presidents, right, from different countries, who are not really mind about their people.
Okay.
I don't think that will change the Africa.
That won't change Africa. Okay.
I don't think.